Hi children, this is Venkatamna. Today's class, ninth class physical science. We are discussing second unit, that is motion chapter. Now when an object is said to be in rest state, if an object doesn't change its position with relative to time and also with relative to motion, then it is said to be in rest state. But if an object is in rest state with related to some surroundings only, it simultaneously it will be in the motion state with related to other surroundings. That means if an object, when an object is said to be rest, if it does not changes its position with relative to time and also with relative to surroundings or with relative to observer, then it is said to be a rest state. Then when an object is said to be in motion, if an object changes its position with relative to time and also with relative to observer, then it is said to be in the motion. Then we discussed what is their length. The total distance, the total length covered by an object is known as distance. Distance never be zero. Distance always positive. Distance never be negative. And the distance will be measured in all directions where the object travels. Next one is displacement. The shortest distance between initial point and end point. The shortest distance between any two positions of a journey. That is known as a displacement. For displacement, a particular direction is required. So it is a vector quantity. Next, both are measured in terms of meters. Which one? Distance and displacement. Both units are meters only. In MKS system and SA system. In CGS system, it is centimeter. Next one, we will say speed. The distance covered by an object in a given time is known as a speed. Now, what is the velocity? Velocity is a displacement covered by a body in a given time. So, both are measured in terms of meters per second. Now, when an object is said to be uniform speed, if a body covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, then the object is said to be uniform speed. Then when an object is said to be in uniform velocity, if a body covers equal displacement in equal intervals of time, that means if a body moves with same speed in one direction only without changing direction, then it is said to be in uniform velocity. Next, what is the acceleration? If a body's velocity going on increases in a given time, then it is said to be in acceleration or it is accelerated, we can tell. That means rate of change of velocity is known as acceleration. But if the change in velocity is in increasing manner, then that is said to be in acceleration. If it is in decreasing manner, it is said to be in deceleration or retardation. So like that, we have acceleration, deceleration. And when an object is said to be uniform acceleration, if a body's velocity changes equally in equal intervals of time, then it is said to be in uniform acceleration. Then what are the equations of motion? The relation between the terms like initial velocity, final velocity, displacement covered by object, distance covered by an object which travels with uniform acceleration in terms of equation is known as equations of motion. Now what are the equations of motion when an object travels with uniform acceleration on earth? Mainly there are four equations of motion are there. Number one, V is equals to U plus AT. Number two, S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Number three, U square minus U square is equals to 2AS. Number four, Sn is equals to U plus A of N minus half. First equation of motion will gives about final velocity. Second equation of motion gives about displacement covered by an object. Third equation of motion gives relation between all the terms without dealing with time taken by the object. Fourth equation of motion will give the displacement covered in the nth second. Then what are the equations of motion of a body which is under gravity? If they are there are two cases are there. One is body is projecting upwards and one is body is freely falling upwards, freely falling. If then in that case you have to replace A is equal to plus or minus G, H is equals to S is equal to H, and if you substitute, we will get the equation of motion of a body under gravity. Okay. Next, what we call in that maximum height reached by a body equation. H max is equals to u square by 2g. Final velocity of a freely falling body, v is equal to under root 2g h. Time of ascent, the time taken by a body thrown upwards to reach maximum height. Time of descent, the time taken by a freely falling body while touching the ground or while reaching the ground. V is equal to under root 2gh. Time of ascent, time taken by a body to reach the maximum height. Time of descent, time taken by a body, freely falling body to touch the ground. T both are TA or time of ascent or time of descent is equals to u by g. Time of flight, the time which it remains in air, that is the time of flight. Time of flight is equals to 2u by g. Then what we call numericals we completed. Now we have to reflect on what we learned. So reflection on what we learned in the form and we can able to improve our learning. So let us discuss some questions in improve our learning. Next, the first one is distinguish between speed and velocity. 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 Now what is meant by speed? Speed is nothing but distance covered by an object. Speed is nothing but distance covered by an object. Velocity is displacement covered by an object. Speed is distance by an object, distance covered by in a given time. Displacement covered by an object in a given time. Speed is a scalar. Velocity is a vector. Units are same. So both have what we call meters per second similarity. Speed doesn't require any particular direction. Velocity required particular direction. Speed never be negative. It never be negative. Speed never be negative. Whereas velocity can be negative. When the velocity can be negative, if it acceleration is more and compared to speed. So like speed depends upon speed doesn't depends upon direction. Doesn't depends on direction. Doesn't depends on direction. Whereas it depends on direction. Direction of measurement. In that way, we have main differences between speed and velocity. What do you have similarity? Similarity is both are measured in terms of meters per second unit. Both are measured in terms of meters per second. Like that, we can able to differentiate speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. In that way, we can able to distinguish between speed and velocity. Now, next one is briefly explain about constant acceleration. Briefly explain about constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. Briefly, you have to explain about constant acceleration. So let me write similarity here. Now, what is similarity? Similarity is both have same units. Both have same units. In a CGS system, they have centimeters per second. In MKS system, they have meters per second. Like that, we can able to measure. Is about difference between speed and velocity. Now briefly explain about constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. When an object is said to be in constant acceleration. When an object is said to be constant acceleration. So we have to explain. If a body's velocity changes in equal intervals of time, then it is said to be in constant acceleration. It is said to be in constant acceleration. Constant acceleration. So when an object is said to be in constant acceleration, let us take one object at point O. After 1 second, its speed 1 second. Its speed is 10 meters per second. After 2 seconds, its speed is 20 meters per second. After 3 seconds, its speed is 30 meters per second. After 4 seconds, its speed is 40 meters per second. After 5 seconds, its speed is 50 meters per second. So what is the time duration between these two? 1 second. What is the time duration between first second to second second? 1 second. 1 second. After 2 seconds between 1 second. Here 1 second duration. Here 1 second duration. Then whether velocity changed? Yes, velocity changed. How much velocity changed here? Velocity changed. How much velocity changed? Velocity changed. Change of velocity occurred. How much? 10 meters per second. How much velocity change occurred? 10 meters per second. How much velocity changed? 10 meters per second. Here also change in velocity is 10 meters. Here also 10 meters per second. That means change in velocity is taking place equally in equal intervals of time. So, change in velocity is equal in equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time. Then it is said to be in uniform acceleration or constant acceleration. Constantly accelerating. Every 1 second, its speed is going on changing constantly, not non-uniformly, uniformly. Then it is said to be in uniform acceleration or constant acceleration. Uniform acceleration or constant acceleration. So when an object is said to be uniform acceleration or constant acceleration, if an object's velocity changes equally in equal intervals of time, then it is said to be in constant acceleration or uniform acceleration. Okay. Next. Are average speed and average velocity are same? They are asking. Are average speed or average velocity are same? That's the question. Are average speed or average velocity are same? Definitely they are not same. When they will be same? If speed and velocity are same, we can tell that average speed and average velocity are same. Average velocity can be 0. Average speed cannot be 0 if a body is in motion. If a body is in motion, average velocity can be 0, but average speed cannot be 0. So, average speed and average velocity cannot be same. Average speed means the total distance traveled by the object in a total time. Whereas average velocity means the total displacement covered by an object in a total time. So that's why we can tell that average speed and average velocity both cannot be same. Average speed is total distance by total distance covered or traveled by total time, whereas average velocity means total displacement in a given time, total displacement in a total time. So both cannot be same. It is a scalar, it is a vector. It is a vector quantity which requires direction, whereas it doesn't require any direction. So from that we can tell that average speed and average velocity both cannot be same. When they can be same? If the object travels in a straight direction. If an object travels in a straight direction, in that case, average speed and average velocity can be same, or else it cannot be same. Which cannot be same? Average velocity and average speed cannot be same. If not, what we call explain why, means why they are not same, because distance means that it's a scalar quantity, and whereas displacement is a vector quantity which cannot be same. Both scalar and vector cannot be same. Scalar depends upon only magnitude, whereas vectors depend upon both magnitude and direction. Displacement can be zero, distance cannot be zero if a body covers certain length. In that way, we can able to tell. Next, how do you measure instantaneous speed? How do you measure instantaneous speed? First of all, we should know what is meant by instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed means the distance traveled by a body at that instant of time, at that fraction of second of time. Traffic police will charge the challan fine by seeing your vehicle's instantaneous speed. He wants to see average speed of your vehicle at that instant of time. At that instant of time means the time duration will be instant. At that instant of time, what is your speed? That is known as instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. So how you will measure that instantaneous speed? Means with the help of the speedometer per vehicle we will have. That will show instantaneous speed. So how do you measure instantaneous speed? At time duration, time gap should be very less. As small as possible, we will take the time interval. At that time, how much speed is maintaining, how much speed the vehicle is maintaining, that we will call it as instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. In that way, we can able to measure instantaneous speed. Okay. So, what is instantaneous speed? The distance covered by a body at a fraction of second of time, at that instant of time, that is known as instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. So, in that way, we discussed today few what we call improve your learning concepts. We can able to discuss remaining what we call question answers in next session. Thank you.